What are some example paleo breakfast, lunch, and dinner meals? That's a good one. And this actually a way that I do convince people or maybe talk them into trying paleo. Folks say, I don't know what I would eat, I don't know how I would do this. I ask folks, have you ever had salmon scramble with some fruit for breakfast? Ever in your life? And typically the answer is, yeah, I've had something like that. And so have you ever had a salad with some grilled meat or grilled seafood on it for lunch? And inevitably folks have had something like that. For dinner, have you ever had some ribs with maybe a dry rub, a steak, some seafood, grilled vegetables, and maybe a glass of red wine? And typically the answer again is yes. And this is pretty typical fare for a representative paleo type diet. Again, if you're a hard charging athlete, then we might see a lot more fruit in there. We might see some yams and sweet potatoes, particularly if one of those meals happens to be a post-workout meal. But it's pretty simple. We're really just trying to delete the bread, rice, pasta, dairy in general, although there's a little bit of latitude on that. I encourage people to play with some of this stuff after they try eating paleo for 30 days and then kind of reintroduce foods and see how they do. But a sample paleo, breakfast, lunch, dinner is pretty easy. You're just starting with some type of a protein, have lots of fruits and vegetables, fruit a little bit dependent on whether or not you are overweight or not, because again, the carbohydrate load can be a little bit of an issue. But once people get leaned out and they have good metabolic functioning, good insulin functioning, you have much more latitude with how much carbohydrate you take in, so that can change over time. But it's pretty easy to put together meal plans.